reached, our hands touched.
Yeah, I guess I just would have washed my hands and then I would have been fine. But after that, we didn't run into each other enough to where there was like enough good to like, you know, dilute that. So it was always like, and then I'm me and on, and you're you and on. And I didn't feel this from you, really. I wasn't like this. It was just, I always remember that. And then we had a conversation. I don't remember when. I think it was before we talked on Trash Tuesday. But like, I think I said something to you, which maybe gave the confidence of bringing it up on Trash. I really don't remember, but I do remember like.
No, it wasn't. Someone else had told me that you were mad at me about something from Swingers. So I didn't, because I always was like, I think I was like following you and commenting on your stuff and you weren't following me back. So I was like, oh, he doesn't like me for some reason. Then. And then, one of them told me that you were, and so then I was like, what was that? And then I was thinking, I was like, oh, I'm sure I just was saying some bullshit, you know?
Yeah, it was something to where like, I just know it was something to where it's like, you're bullying me.
Yeah,
not you're bullying me in like, oh, Ricky's got a little dick and he's fucking isn't funny.
Which would have been
hilarious. Because no one would believe it. But it was like you were.
You do have very big dick energy.
Thank you.
For being kind of like, and I feel like you're kind of like, sometimes you play like a nerd. I don't think you're really nerdy. I regret it now.
I don't think
you're a big star.
I don't think he believes that.
Does he know you're selling out?
We talk, yeah. I mean, he's.
Oh, we have something in common. We don't believe we were mean to you. I'm poking.
Got it. Right now?
Yeah,
none of this bothers me.
Okay.
None of this bothers. You even poking at me wasn't the thing that bothered me.
It was that you said you set up a boundary.
I'm like, hey, I need a second, and you were just kept pushing me. I'm like, just fucking leave me alone. What bothers me is when people don't say that. So like if I'm annoying you and you don't tell me, then
that's on me.
Well, it's also on me. Like read the room, Rick, but also speak up for yourself. Let me know how I'm making you feel, and then if I would like to believe I would have been able to been like, oh, let me leave you alone. But if you're like, hey, Rick, you know, every time you do that, it's you're giving me a rash, and I'm like, get the rash. I'd be like, stop, you know. But it wasn't a big thing. It wasn't a big thing. It was just, I don't know. We already talked about this.
I know, but I didn't even know it got edited out.
It got edited out, and this was probably a year and a half ago at this point. Yeah, since then I see you all the time.
I know. I would never edit that out. I would make it a clip.
We'll make it a clip.
I would make it a clip.
Do they still have it? Why would Esther or Khalyla ask to take it out? I find that hard.
Well, maybe they would think it was like tension. It was probably the producer. It wasn't me.
Speaking of tension and producers, what's going on? Why'd you leave? No one knows.
What, the podcast?
Yeah.
It was just too much, man. You're on the road now, right?
Yeah.
Imagine doing 2 podcasts. One is an hour away from your house.
What's the other one?
And it switches. One's in my house.
Then that one's fixed. You're doing that anyway.
And then you're doing it. And then because there's 3 people, the schedules were moving. So there was never like one day that did it. There wasn't a time we did it. So I'd have like 3 days home and it would get switched 3 times. And it was just like, it was making me sick. It was just, I was worn out. And it was hard. But why did you stop doing your podcast?
We're doing it right now.
Yours with Esther.
We weren't going to do it. It was. I mean, maybe we were. It was like I wanted to do just like let's just try it, and we tried it for a bit. The truth is, and we said this, I think, on the first episode, because it is so much work. It was like people like us together. I like podcasting with her a lot. Maybe we could make some money, just extra money. And I believe that might have gotten to that point. But after doing 10 or 13, however many episodes we did, and it wasn't making that much money, we just started. But I was also like, I don't think I want to just do stuff for the money. Yeah. I mean, if I found out that we'd be making a lot of money in a second, I like doing it with her. But
no, it's very fun.
It's just a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
And, you know, your podcast, Trash Tuesday, was at the point where it's like, oh, it's making enough money to where you're making money. This was like, also, I didn't want to do any work because this is so much work. So we were renting studio space and hiring editors. Each episode cost $1,000 to make.
Yeah, it's expensive, yeah.
And I was like, some episodes we got ads, some we didn't.
Yeah, I know.
I was splitting it 50-50 with her.
No, I know. And we were splitting it like basically 4 ways with the producers and stuff. Sure. So it was like, it was a lot. But it was definitely, I took a hit financially. It wasn't that. It was just, I had like a respiratory infection for like 2 months. I'm like, what? I'm tired. I'm burnt out. And then I feel like I wasn't like, animal. I know. Hello.
And then you what?
And then I just was like burnt out on everything I was doing. I know it's like a boring answer, but
Every time I do Trash Tuesday, I like it.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, I just like showing up to a place and then doing the thing and then leaving.
And then you can leave.
Instead of, hold on, let me fix everything. And
well, you still do that. It's your thing. You fix a little.
I fix because I want on other people's podcasts.
Yeah.
I fix. Yeah.
It's funny.
But I don't feel it's my.
Are you being serious or are you being funny when you do it?
Both.
Yeah.
When I see the framing and it's like, I don't like this.
But you were funny too, because you were like, we were doing the ads and it's like, one of us is just like reading and staring at and you're like, guys, we're selling something.
Do your job.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
I love ads.
I liked you saying that because I love doing ads too. It's fun.
Whenever I go on some.
Okay, so Khalyla on Rick Glassman's podcast explaining why she left Trash Tuesday. That did not end well. So she had cried before. Basically, she can give all the excuses in the world she wants. It was Khalyla taking control. That was one of the problems. And another thing that she brought up here that doesn't get talked about as much, Khalyla and the producers were just editing stuff out. And Andy thought a lot of her jokes were getting edited out of the podcast. And she talked here to Rick Glassman about a conversation they had on the podcast that ended up getting edited out as well. Apparently, what you see of the Trash Tuesday is most of it, but a lot of it does get edited out before it's uploaded. And that was one of the big problems that Annie had, thinking that, whoa, you're editing out all of my best jokes and stuff. Or not even jokes, but even topics as well. So, Rick Glassman had that big blow up on Trash Tuesday with Khalyla and with Esther because he was joking around. God damn, these LA comedians like sitting around and expressing each other's feelings. It's kind of weird. I don't like it. But I wonder, though, if we're ever going to get, like, an Annie just going off moment of, this bitch Khalyla did this bitch Esther did this. Because it's there. And I wonder if NDAs have been signed. And she's hinted towards it. She's talked around it loosely. But she hasn't just full on come out and just said what the exact problem is. Because I know it's more than just what she's saying. Because there had to have been confrontations and arguments over it. I know a lot of it was the editing process that happened there. But there was also stuff because, like, she's never going to be friends with them again. And, like, she's not going to be a guest on there or anything. So, obviously, there is a problem. And I'm just wondering what it is and why she just won't fully air it out. And her and her husband tried to air it out a little bit, but they never really went fully deep with it. Because I do believe there is behind the scenes stuff. And like I said, NDAs have been signed and everything. And Rick Glassman, his argument with Esther and Khalyla still will baffle me. When they said that there's certain jokes he can't make because it hurts their feelings. Like I'm saying, I hate LA comedians. LA comedians are all just like little rich kids who get their feelings hurt. A lot of the crop of stand-up comedians you see, especially like around the Rogan sphere, are a bunch of little rich kids who get their feelings hurt and stuff. But, that was Annie talking about why she left Trash Tuesday. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.